One who has been a Lama for 20 years reveals Buddha's true path of liberation. Oh, won't you please chant with me? If the first noble truth is a pervasive nature of suffering, or more accurately, stress, then the second noble truth is its cause or actual exacerbation. Evolution has gifted us with a dopamine-oriented system in our underbrain that rewards for procreation with fleeting feelings of pleasure. It also rewards for finding worth when it is cold, shade when it is hot, water when we're thirsty, food when we're hungry, and rest when we're weary. Why, for all these things keep us alive long enough to pass on our genetic traits, and that is of primary concern to our genes, the puppet master behind the scenes. The religious folk sometimes describe the primary drives of this dopamine-oriented reward system as pushing, pulling, and clinging. Perhaps we're just crass enough to prefer the 5Fs. When exposed to anything, being or phenomena, deep within our viscera we seem to ask, should I fuck this, feed on this, find this, flee from this, faint before this, or fawn over this? Yes, this mechanism could occasionally aid our survival, but a life defined only by survival is rather shallow and unsatisfying. You see, we also have an oxytocin-oriented system in the basement of our brain that rewards cooperation with feelings of fulfillment. When this system is our default mechanism, life could be pretty sweet. But sometimes we get stuck in our dopamine-oriented system and life becomes, as Thomas Hobbes insisted, solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. In his third noble truth, the Buddha offers us liberation, but liberation from what? From the tyranny of our dopamine-oriented survival impulses. Freedom from its job of tyrant and instead its relegation to the role of mere tool. Harmless, benign, and at times even useful. This is why the Buddha taught mindfulness and meditation. Let us now prepare to shift gears. It is Qui-Gon Jinn Tuesday evening. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi after approximately 30 seconds of housekeeping. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditations School. For more than 30 years, my hyperfixation and my special interest blended, and I spent about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation. Thus, I became your nerdy, neurodivergent guide to nirvana. Welcome, my friends, to Meditate Like a Jedi, which is made possible due to the generosity of viewers just like you. Please chant with me. Whatever comes, may all beings let it come. Whatever stays, may all beings let it stay. Whatever goes, may all beings let it go. So, I don't know about you, but I live in the three-ring circus described as the United States of America. And there are many people in this nation who are enthusiastically rooting for fascism. So when we say whatever goes, may all beings let it go, we're not saying goodbye, democracy, bon voyage. We're talking about not being neurotically controlling. You see, the more we authentically practice mindfulness and meditation, the more our choices, utterances, and deeds flow from the effortless effort of love's centered spontaneity. Or I should say, with the effortless effort of love's centered spontaneity. When we do this, we will be able to act wisely and spontaneously without neurosis, without rage, without fear, from great centeredness, peace, and wisdom. Welcome to the first of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. Let us rest the great knuckle at the base of our right little finger upon the tip of our left little finger, palms up in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the bladder region of our lower abdomen. Over the next 12 breaths, each time we exhale, let us do 2 things simultaneously. Let us physically relax as best we can while reciting these 8 words. Noticing and relaxing make of duality an absurdity. 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 Each time we inhale, whether we know it or not, our sympathetic nervous system is wired to help us to vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly notice mind's antics, such as perception, emotion, intention, cognition, recollection, and imagination. Let us therefore practice mindfulness and meditation in harmony with our inhalation and exhalation. Welcome to the second of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. Let's rest the great knuckle at the base of our right ring finger upon the tip of our left ring finger, palms up in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the navel region of our mid-abdomen. Fabulous. Let's see. I'm going to tap button 8. So someone wrote, good morning, Lama, bless you and your stream. Thank you very much. Help and me with my karma by your pray and meditation. I really know that your help works. Well, that's very kind of you. I would love to know from which country you are typing right now. Allow me to reassure you that I am delighted that you enjoy my instructions. But the real power comes from simply noticing and relaxing in harmony with our breathing. I would love it if I was so awesome I invented it, but I'm not. This is an ancient practice that is as easy as it is effective. So let's see. I'm going to tap button 9. Please, so during our exhalation, let us physically relax as best we can while reciting these 8 words. Noticing and relaxing make of duality and absurdity. 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 So let's see. Quick like a bunny. So from Russia, let's see here. Russia is a vast country. Which city do you live in? And by the way, thank you for getting up early to join us. That's very kind of you. Let us now practice mindfulness and meditation in harmony with our inhalation and exhalation. By the way, every time we exhale, whether we know it or not, our parasympathetic nervous system is wired to help us to physically relax and mentally release. Well, this is wonderful. I'm from Kaliningrad district by Baltic Sea in Svetslogorsk. That's fabulous. It's a great big world, isn't it? That's very kind of you to say. Thank you. And mind, believe me, your help also works on the energy level, although, as I understand it, you try not to believe in the energies. I neither believe nor disbelieve, for belief is a rigidity, a clinging to emotions and ideas, or both. There are energies, there are electromagnetic phenomena, excuse me. Some are very coarse and some are very subtle. And they can be delightful byproducts. In fact, um, as you'll notice, let me play with a machine here. I'm going to tap button 9. And one moment. Welcome to the third of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. Let us rest the great knuckle at the base of our right middle finger upon the tip of our left middle finger, palms up in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the heart region of our chest. So every time you participate in this live stream, we play with finger strategies deliberately to work with our energies. But we do so in a non-superstitious manner. The way we work with our energy can support our body or undermine our body. And so we are working with our energy in a way that seems to support sitting for meditation. The Buddha taught that enlightenment is easy. It can be mastered in as little as 7 days. And it's simply about getting so good at mindfulness and meditation. So good at mindfulness and meditation that with each exhalation we cannot help but notice how things can feel somewhat impermanent. That's the first fold. So good at mindfulness and meditation that it becomes easier to care about others, to be kind with our intentions, with our communication, with our behavior, and with our commerce. And this constitutes the second, third, fourth, and fifth fold of the Buddha's Eightfold Path. So good at mindfulness and meditation, which are the seventh and eighth folds of the Buddha's path, that our choices, utterances, and deeds flow from the centered spontaneity of effortless effort, and that's the sixth fold. So this is all very, very possible, and this energy work we do simply cooperates with that. Perhaps, together as a team, let us relax as best we can as we recite the following 8 words 12 times. Noticing and relaxing make of duality and absurdity. 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 The Buddha taught in the discourse on the 8 failings of the world, the Buddha described 4 dualities in terms of the 4 bases of mindfulness. The duality of lack and wealth, the duality of bliss and pain, the duality of praise and scorn, the duality of fame and shame. As we breathe in, we can notice whichever duality appears in our life. As we relax into our exhalation, that duality can feel less permanent, less graspable. Noticing and relaxing make of duality and absurdity. Noticing and relaxing make of duality and absurdity. Noticing and relaxing make of duality and absurdity. Let us practice mindfulness and meditation in harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation. In other words, let's practice mindfulness and meditation, silently and mentally reciting noticing as we inhale, and silently and mentally reciting relaxing as we exhale. Allow me to remind you that we are wired to experience the full spectrum of emotions, from peace to frenzy and all points in between. One is not better than the other. One might be more pleasant, but one is not innately better, for both peace and frenzy are non-dual. They might be dual as we breathe in, but they are non-dual as we relax into our exhalation. Welcome to the fourth of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. Let us rest the tip of each of our left fingers upon the corresponding knuckles of our right hand, and then invert this assembly, palms up in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce in the region of our throat that feels as if it tightens just before we cry. Let us, during the next 12 exhalations, let us physically relax as best we can while reciting these 8 words. Noticing and relaxing make of duality and absurdity. 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 Let us practice mindfulness and meditation as silently and mentally we recite the word noticing during our inhalation and the word relaxing during our exhalation. Welcome to the 5th of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. Let us rest the great knuckle at the base of our right index finger. Palm the tip of our left index finger. Palms up in our lap. Doing so, could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the crown area of our head. Let us physically relax as best we can. During the next 12 exhalations, as we recite these 8 words. Noticing and relaxing make of duality and absurdity. 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 Let us practice mindfulness and meditation as silently and mentally we recite noticing during each inhalation and relaxing during each exhalation. That's lovely. That's lovely. Allow me to remind you of what you probably already know. Different energetic sensations at different centers come and go. Enlightenment is not one state. It's simply a mastery of a set of skills. Alrighty then, here we go. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. In approximately 13 hours, I would very much like to return to lead tomorrow's morning meditation class and group practice. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.